Wally, you there? Oh, there we are. Can you hear me, mate? Can you? Hello? I can hear you, I think. Oh,
Can you hear me?
I've got you. Yeah. Beautiful. No, lovely, mate. Well, yeah, Wally, thank you for jumping on. Mate, lovely to meet you. I only spoke to Levi yesterday, so yeah, appreciate you jumping on this morning, mate. How are you?
Very good. Thank you.
Good. Well, mate, look, let's we'll sort of crack into it again, mate. For introduction, sort of sake, I'm Jace, one of the co-founders and owners of Tradies AI. So yeah, again, welcome, and as I said, mate, really appreciate you you jumping on. Mate, just quickly, I'm not sure if you've had a chance to have a look. Did you sort of get a chance to have a look at anything we'd sort of sent you through yesterday, or anything?
I've seen some what they call testimonials and all sort of things, reviews.
Yep.
Yeah, sounds good, but let's hear from you now.
Yeah, for sure. No, and we'll get into it as well, and yeah, I'll sort of take you through basically just sort of how it works, the system, all that sort of stuff, just so you can really get a good understanding of all that. And I suppose, mate, before that, I guess to give you an understanding, I suppose, mate, on how we charge and the investment. So we base it on tiers. So effectively, whatever we go through today, depending on your capacity, how much work you want, how many quotes you can take on, I'll work that out and sort of basically place it in terms of what tier would best suit. So whether it be sort of tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. So that's effectively how it sort of all looks, man. But yeah, we'll get into it. But just quickly, as I said, you went and saw the testimonials, so thank you for doing that. I do appreciate you sort of spending the time to have a look. Just for further context on myself, mate, my background, I've been in the building industry now just over 15 years. So, mate, my background, I was a chippy by trade. I left school at 15, did my 4 years, got my builder's license at 9.5 and started a building company at 20. So I had that for about 2.5 years with my current business partner, and I was always how I got exposed to marketing. I was doing high pages and I was doing One Flare and all those sort of platforms. And one day I had a marketing agency call me, and I remember back then very skeptical, but back then they offered me a free website, and they said, we're going to get you the first page of Google. And I thought, this is exactly what I'm after, exactly what I'm looking for. And unfortunately, it just didn't turn out the way I thought it was. I really got nothing in return. I lost every bit of investment I made, and it was a business lesson for sure. It was an eye-opening one, but I guess reality is in this space, mate, you've got to, particularly in business, you make a lot of those decisions and you learn from them. So that was sort of my first, I guess, exposure to this. And then back then, we were trying to look for a trading marketing agency, and we thought maybe that was the answer. There was nothing. So that's how the whole idea sort of started, mate, for Tradies AI. And that was nearly 8 years ago now that we started this business. We've sort of got to the point, as you do, particularly in this space, you grow pretty quickly, and our business has sort of thrived, particularly over the last couple of years. But we've grown to have 5 different divisions within our organisation. So from fulfillment, so and marketing, which is obviously what you're here for. It's what our ads sort of ask you to sort of come through for. But what we do is we come into your business, we advertise it on social media, generate leads, we pre-qualify them, we book you to site, we help you sell work. That's our core model. Outside of that, we offer things like business coaching, we offer things like labour hiring, even getting involved with things like systems, softwares, different operations, like really trying to get involved with your business to help you scale it online. So, mate, that's it. That's sort of I guess a brief overview of what we do, Waleed. So, as I said, I thought it'd be important to just quickly share before we get into it. But that's us. So mate, look, keen to understand a bit more about your business. Keen to understand a bit more about yourself. So mate, I might throw it to you, Waleed, and maybe I'd love to sort of hear a bit more about you guys and what you do.
Yeah, basically, I've been doing this for almost 26 years now. Yeah, and I stopped. I stopped for about 12 months, maybe a bit more even.
Mhm.
And now back into it. I have the team, which is all the trade subcontractors, which is the electrician, the Jew broker, the waterproofer, the plumber.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got them all, the tiler.
Yeah.
I also contact them. I said, look, we're back into the business again. They happy to start again with me.
Yeah.
I want to get more, like, enough work to get the team engaged, of like busy all the time.
Yep.
Yeah, they have their own work to do outside, but I need to get sort of like regular work.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be enough for everyone to keep them busy.
Okay.
All the week.
Yep. Cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. What are you sort of currently doing at the moment, Waleed, to sort of generate work? What does that sort of look like, man?
I just on the social media, I put some ads on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
So you're running your own.
Sorry.
You're running your own advertising.
Yeah, just on the page, like IT and construction page. I just posted like an ad for a bathroom renovation, and that's it.
Is
It's
it
not
an ad?
something major.
Is it an ad or is it a post?
A post more than an ad.
Gotcha.
A post, yeah.
Yeah, understand. Cool. Yep.
Yeah.
No, yep. Cool. Okay. So you've been in business quite a while. You took a bit of time off. You're now 12 months back into running the business. In terms of what you're after and what you're doing, you mentioned bathrooms. Is that sort of your core market? You just want bathroom, laundry renovations, that sort of stuff?
Yeah, bathrooms and laundries, not more in the kitchen. The kitchen, I found it very hard during my work to deal with the kitchen makers.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So bathroom, laundry, renovation.
Something like a home renovation, and we do the whole lot. Yeah, we'll take the kitchen, we'll take everything. We can do the whole lot.
Yeah. You can do the whole lot, but if you look, yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Understand.
Yeah. I have a sort of like a partner. He's a full license builder as well. If something comes, let's say you need a bigger work, I can get him involved and work under his license.
Yep. All right. Cool. That's fine. All right. Easy. Now, in terms of current setup and situations. So what you've done last year, my notes here, it says you've done about 600 to 700,000 last financial year. Is that sort of where the business was at financially?
Not last year. It will be, I took like a 12 months, a year before that. Yes.
So 12-month year on year, about 600 to 700. Okay, cool. That's fine. Now,
it wasn't much when it comes to the renovations and building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, how you've sort of generated that work? You've mentioned you've done it. You cut the posts
Word of mouth, mainly word of mouth, and they used to have high pages.
Yeah,
but I stopped it. I didn't continue with them for a full year.
Okay, cool. So word of mouth, high pages, no problem. Now, in terms of that, so are you still using high pages? Still using anything to generate work at the moment?
No.
Okay. All right. What about the team? You mentioned before you've got a builder that you can use, so sort of like a partner. Do you have anyone internally within the business at the moment?
Yeah, myself. I have my own contractor renovation license.
Do you just use contractors? Do you have any full-time staff on wages?
No, most the majority or all of them subcontractors.
Yep. Cool.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay. All right. So I guess then moving forward, if we're talking, bathrooms, laundries, and yes, maybe, full home renovations, whatever, sort of comes through. But if we're specifically looking after this market, What is sort of the expectation? What is sort of capacity in terms of work you can actually take on at one time?
For the start or ongoing, you're talking?
You know, hey, Jace, you know, I want to see 2 bathrooms a month. I can take on 2 bathrooms a month. I can send out, you know, I can go to 10 to 15 quotes. You know, that's my capacity with my current setup. More that, or you can take on 4 bathrooms a month or 6, 12. I'm not sure. It's more just understanding capacity, because then we can sort of fit
At the start, depends on you guys how confident you can get the contracts. Okay, for us, I can take on let's say 1 to 2 bathrooms a week at the start.
Yeah.
All right. Which is that's about, let's say, 4 to 6 bathrooms a month.
Yeah.
I have no problem with that. I used to do that comfortably.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, we used to manage it. We know how to get in and out. I know some trades, they start the job, they can't just finish it. Some of them, they struggle. I used to have phone calls like customers calling me, look, I have a bathroom renovator. He's been here for about 4 weeks and the job is not finished yet.
Yep.
Yeah.
So are you happy? Like, do you want to get back to that point? Are you happy?
Yes.
So
yeah, I'm happy to do that, that's what you used to do anyway. Yeah.
Okay.
At
And
one stage, we used to have, let's say, 2 bathrooms running in the same week.
Mhm.
And we used to just move the subcontractors from job to the other. In the same day, they used, like the electrician who used to do sometimes 2, 3 bathrooms, run the wires through.
Yeah.
The demolisher, he used to demolish 2 to 3 bathrooms a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, which shouldn't be a problem.
So you think about that. So let's say let's just say 2 to 4 bathrooms a month, and that's 1 bathroom a week, 1 bathroom, whatever it is. Now, if we're talking that, you know, realistically, we're probably talking, you know, 10 to probably 15, 16 quotes a month. Is typically what you're going to need to see to hit that mark. Do you have the capacity to once go to site, meet customers, you know, see 15 quotes a month, and then actually physically sort of automate that process and send them out efficiently? Like, would you have that capacity to do that?
Yes. I used to be on the road most of the time. The subcontractor they manage their own, that's why they're very reliable. That's why I got the team back again, the same team.
Cool.
Yep. I need maybe sometimes early in the morning, they used to get there about 7:30, just to give them a guide on what we're doing, and that's it mainly. Cool. And after that, I'll be in the road and come back in the afternoon to the same job, see what they've done. I basically need about, let's say, an hour in the morning, an hour in the afternoon, or late even in the afternoon with the team to see, back to the job to have a look and what have been done.
Yeah, understand.
And sometimes I don't come back in the same day in the afternoon. I come back the second morning.
Yeah.
To see what they've done.
Yeah.
And if we have another job, the demolisher, to do the second day, I used to go have a look and go meet him, go early, about 7 o'clock, get on the job we've done the day before, go on the day after, the new job, spend about half an hour with them, and be on the road again.
Cool.
And mostly I used to do most of the week, the quotes, I used to leave them for Saturday, Sunday, even if the people are available.
Yeah. And that's good. And we would structure that as well in a way where, if it is Saturday, Sunday, perfect. Or if you can do, you know,
that's perfect too.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah,
you can do more.
Correct. Yeah. So if you get apps, that's an ideal time. So, cool. We can play around with that. That's fine. Now, just the last couple of questions, mate, before I sort of get into and show you, how we can sort of move this forward. But that would typically be tier 2. So what I'll present today is tier 2, and the guarantees and all that sort of stuff, and what we're going to do for you. But tier 2 is where that would sort of fall into. So just so you can sort of get an understanding of that. Now, in terms of location, you're in Sydney. Whereabouts in Sydney are you based, Waleed?
I'm Blacktown Council area, Hustle Grove, but we do all Sydney. all Sydney.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, Sydney. And then in terms of current sort of systems in play at the moment, do you have any softwares, any systems that you currently use, whether that be to quote, whether that be to manage projects, whether that be to manage inquiries, anything like that?
Whatever comes from marketing, you mean? Or
Do you have any systems or softwares in place in the business? Like
no, not really. I only like use it for invoices, use the spreadsheet, what is that, Excel, and there is no like you're saying like I don't know what you mean about the system or software. No, we don't have.
Excuse me. Okay, cool. So nothing really there. How do you quote at the moment?
The quote, send the quote.
Yeah, how do you guys quote? Do you just send an email? Do you use Xero?
Oh, we send an email mainly.
Okay. All right, easy, mate. Done, Wally. And then just lastly, I guess what's the why? Obviously, you've been in business, for quite a time. You're now back into it. You're 12 months into to sort of getting back into it. What is the end goal, or what is sort of the vision, I suppose, for yourself and the business, over the next 12 to 24, 36 months?
In terms of money, you mean making?
Could be money, could be just overall business. Obviously you've got a vision. I'm tipping for this company and where you want it to head. Like what does that look like?
I want to be comfortable, like I said, to give enough work for everyone. And I've got my son. He will be taking over. I'm not gonna finish forever.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get him involved and
Yep.
make sure if there is enough work for him as well. Yeah, he's a carpenter. He's
Okay.
like you.
Nice, man. Also, how old is your son?
He's 22 now.
Yeah. All right. And does he work with you, or does he work with someone else?
No, he works for another company. He's a carpenter, a builder.
Yeah.
Building homes.
Awesome. Oh, mate, perfect. Let's yeah. Again, obviously that's a really big why, like family and setting this up for your son, mate. It's something that's
Yeah,
I do it for, I very, very much relate to that. So, cool. All right, awesome. No worries at all. Well, I really appreciate you going through that, mate. So thank you for that. Mate, I'm going to just share my my screen with you, and please stop me if you have any questions, or if you want to sort of go through anything here, mate. But I'll sort of take you through effectively how this works. I'll take you through sort of our tiers, and then I'll take you through the guarantee and how we move forward. So, mate, can you see this? Where are we here? Can you see this okay if I'm sharing this? Is that coming through okay, mate?
No, I only see you.
There we go. Hopefully that works. Does that work? That's working okay?
Yes, I can see that. Yeah, now.
All right, awesome. Cool. And again, I'm not going to sort of spend too much time, I lead on us or go through that again. I sort of gave you a fair rundown before, but look, I suppose from my side, mate, coming into these sort of calls, reality is in our industry, it's so competitive. I'm sure when you clicked on our ad, mate, you would have probably got hit with a couple of other marketing agencies, tradie marketing, this, that. Like there are so much competition out there now. It's really hard.
Jason, a lot. I've got about for only the last week about 4 contacting me plus you.
It's a lot, and for us, we've got to take, I guess, our advantage in this space is we've been here for nearly 8 years, right? Now I've come into this market from the tools, so this has been my life. This has been the really only career that I've really been in, and particularly this market, building and construction, kitchens, bathrooms. Like this is who we are. This is where we really built a name and business on. We've managed in excess of $80 million just in marketing here in Australia. So for us, that's another advantage. Like a guy like yourself, you know, we're not going to change what we do for a Charlie at CW Bill. We're not going to change, you know, what we do for a Milan at Ozark. These guys are doing $500,000 a month with our business. We're going to run the same ads that they run for your business, right? So you've got the tools to effectively just step into something that, you know, is making guys in Australia, in your market, significant money and significant money freedom. So that's our advantage, and that's sort of why we're in the position we're in. Again, you know, looking at our brand, you know, Tradies AI itself, you know, we've got, you know, 63 Google reviews, 4.8 star rating. You know, that's a really big advantage for us. You know, our Instagram, you know, we've got over 11,000 followers on Instagram. You know, it's a really big part of what we do, and it's a really big part of our brand. And I mentioned before, Charlie, I do want to sort of share this with you because it's really important. I guess it really highlights, I guess, you know, what's possible in this space, particularly this space. So I just want to quickly share this video with you, mate, and yeah, just give me an opportunity to. I don't know. Have you seen this video yet? The client's here.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think now.
Okay, I'm going to just share this with you, man.
Charlie is an absolute legend of a client. It's 8 a.m. and we are on our way to the Gold Coast to see Charlie. He's an absolute legend of a client. I guess for me the intention of this is just to really just show, you know, not only sort of him as a client, but like the work that we do. You know, today it's sort of a bit of a raw, unfiltered sort of version. They're going to see some pretty cool projects we've been able to book for him, and yeah, just sort of see how, you know, his life and his business has sort of changed over the last sort of 8 months. Like the influencer of the fucking tradie world, Horny. So sometimes you can sort of get lost, you know, in the day-to-day, what you actually sort of do for clients, and, you know, we're able to sort of see their results and sort of track numbers. But when, you know, you speak to a bloke like Charlie, you know, it's pretty fucking cool to sort of get a chance to share this sort of story. So you'll really see, you know, the power of something like this and what it can do for him. So just got here on the Gold Coast now, just walking out to meet Charlie. He's got his, is that a Ford Raptor or a Ranger or something that he's been able to purchase through our business. How are you, bro? Good to see you.
It's gone ballistic, eh?
Yeah.
So everyone can't believe it. Everyone's like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, bro. So not just my friends and family and all that, but the trade, so the skipping companies and the suppliers and all that, they're just like, what the fuck's going on here? How the fuck, what are you doing to do this? And I'm like, I've just got the Trade AI with me.
So how this one came about is that we had the big storms up here and a tree fell on the house. So a tree fell on the side of the house here, so it punched all that wall in on the side. They've called us down, we come down, we repaired the outside of the roof for that and then installed the new bathroom. So come and have a look, see. So we've done everything in the travertine style with the gold trim, obviously all the LED stuff. So they're all touch, everything. Quite a nice bathroom, eh? That house just next door to that one we just looked at, I'm doing 2 bathrooms and a toilet, and that's all through Trade AI. Here's our next one we're working on. This one here is a 2 bathrooms and a toilet. So this one has got a job value of about 65k. I've used the same tile as I did in my other bathrooms because I'm trying it out in all different textures. So we're trying to go this travertine tile with the VJ, with the gold, so the heated towel rails, all the powered mirrors. So we've got our niche lights, our pendant lights. So our pendant lights are on there, LED mirrors. So just changing the textures of everything, bringing the gold in.
Is this sort of your sort of style as well?
Like, it's not my certain style, it's just trying to create a bathroom that, see how many different ways I can do it. I sell the dream, I show the dream to the customers and then kind of go, all right, let's change it up a bit and let's do this and let's do that and change the textures and stuff like that just to see how it turns out, you know. So it comes up quite nice. This is my dream truck. Like, this is my absolute trade dream, and it was only made possible because of Trade AI. Because the way I've followed your systems, did everything you said, the amount of money I fucking made has made this possible.
Two-way street though, as I said, mate. Like, fuck, like, you still got to do the work, you still got to get out of here.
Absolutely,
like,
you got to do it, but it's
well.
that's it. It's from trusting the system and following and just doing what I'm told, not being a cockhead, you know, not saying I know everything, just saying, right, show me, because I fucking something, it's not working at the moment. Yeah. And then from what you guys have pushed onto me, and I've just listened and taken it in, done everything, this is what it's produced, you know. Like, I've got a fucking killer team, five full-time guys. You know, I've got the dream trucks, I've got the big Silverado, I've got it, and it's all possible due to you, Jace. Like, I really appreciate it, mate.
So that sort of day for me is the stuff that we do it for. You know, getting to meet Charlie, who we've been working with for 9 months, for him to take us around to see the work that we've been able to provide him, but also just hear his story and what we've actually done for him. Like, it's why we do it. So yeah, that was a pretty special day for me, and yeah, it really puts things in perspective that what we're doing is pretty cool. So I hope you guys have get a bit out of that. It's not to really pump up us, it's really just to highlight what's possible. So yeah, it's been a really sick day, and yeah, we're going to definitely do this again.
So yeah, mate, obviously something we're pretty proud to sort of share that sort of story, but that's the market. That's your market, right? So yeah, bloke like Charlie, who coming into our business 9 months ago, that really had never done this before, never marketed, never spoken to leads, like nothing. And it's just really followed how we do it. So and this is sort of the process here. So how we advertise, mate, is really it's your brand, it's your business, Waleed. So we're putting that out to your market. We base it on location, we base it on area, interest, really trying to capture your market, right? So we're talking bathroom renovations, this is what it looked like. We're just trying to get the customer to stop the same way you did in our ad. Once they come through, it then goes through to a CRM that we then have an automation and an AI bot that'll automatically talk to your customer for you. It's the same way when you come through our ad, you spoke to a girl called Jessica. If you remember, mate, she is actually an AI robot that we insert into your business that helps us as well book appointments. And it's the same process we follow for our business. We insert into what we do for you. We have an appointment team that'll then jump on the phone and then call your customers. Okay, so we're calling customers based, and we go through a pre-qualification process based on area, on location, on budgets, on the site conditions, on all these different aspects of the qualification. We get to understand. Once we feel, yep, that's ticked your boxes and that's a lead that you want to see, we then book that directly into your calendar to go to site and meet the customer on site. Who we use for that? So this is again, I want to stress, this isn't a call center. So our appointment team, they're either from the industry, they've either been on site, they've been on the tools, or they've been selling the product. So we've got 6 within our appointment team who, as I said, call, qualifies, book you on site's appointment, manages the entire pipeline for you. We can actually then help you follow up and close on deals as well as a part of our service. So, again, a few moving parts, but this is effectively a salesperson, Waleed, at the front end, inserted into your business through Tradies AI. Any questions on that at all, mate? Does that all make sense?
Well, that all makes sense, yeah. Definitely.
Now, in terms of the CRM, so this is a sort of internal CRM that you get as a part of this. There's a mobile version of this as well. It's a customized sort of platform for us to just inject into your business that we manage the leads up until the quote stage. So just to give an example of how it looks, I'll show you Charlie's CRM. So this is yourself, but if I look at CW built, so look at Charlie. So this is what we work through in the back end. So you don't see any of this. This is what we see, but we have leads that'll see the ad. They'll come through. They'll either book into our appointment setter calendar for a pre-quote call, or we then go through what we call like a 14-day touch or 14 touch point policy. So we have 2 touch points a day for leads that don't book in. So day 1 a.m., day 1 p.m., day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7, until they become a lost lead. So after 14 days, if they don't come through, that becomes a lost lead. If we get onto the customer and we start that conversation, for example, Mark, So Mark's actually today for Charlie. So Mark's going to be seen the 25th of November at 10 a.m. So Mark came through a couple of nearly 2 weeks ago. Will, he's had a conversation. So to give you an example, just play this. If it plays.
If you record your name and reason for call.
Trying to relocate it and swap it with the laundry and all design.
What's happened here?
Done already. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. In terms of W Bill, how are you, mate?
Yep. Not bad stuff.
Yeah, good, thanks. Just wanted to touch base about the bathroom renovation inquiry.
Yep.
Awesome, mate. Yeah, just give me a quick rundown. What are you looking to get done?
Yeah, so we have an existing bathroom. So we were originally looking at trying to relocate it and swap it with the laundry and all of that, but that was all just looking too much. So we've just had the laundry redone. We did most of that ourselves and just got in individual people to finalise that. So we managed to get that done for about $5,000. But yeah, the bathroom, we just need to, it's probably from the early 90s, maybe later. So yeah, we just want to basically rip it out and replace everything.
So you sort of see that conversation. You can listen to every call that we make. You can listen to every bit of information that customer gives you. We also go through these questions, like the product they're getting done, second party decision makers, site conditions, the reason why they're renovating, key information we need to know, project timeline, investment range. So this customer's got a $22,000 to $30,000 investment range for his bathroom. I know that his bathroom is sort of like a smaller size bathroom. Listening to the transcripted notes. But anyway, we go through a lot of that. He's already got some designs. He doesn't need finance. It's all sorted. He's ready to go. All right. That's why he's going to meet Charlie today at 11:20. Sorry, that's 10 a.m. On the 25th. So once that's booked into your calendar. You're at the site. You're meeting the customer there. Once the site meeting has been done, Charlie will then move it to site completed. We then go through a formal quote stage, quote walkthrough, quote accepted, pay deposit. We're off and running. So that's sort of how it looks like there. There's different automations and AI post that as well. It's in, and we can customize that to suit what it looks like. But overall, mate, that's sort of what the what it looks like to book appointments and how we manage it. So again, Wale, do you have any questions, anything that you want to sort of quickly go through from that side of things?
No, so far so good.
Cool. Okay. No worries. Awesome. I'll share my screen back again. Is this just really confirm? Like, would this be something you would be looking for? Like, is this? Do you feel like this would sort of help the business right now in its current form?
Yes, and that's well. To be honest, I'm thinking about it. If you guys like contacting the customer and make sure it is like a legit sort of an appointment rather than the leads we used to have from high pages, which is most of them sort of like a bullshit ones.
Yeah,
that's what's turned me off of high pages. That will save us a lot of time anyway.
Again, like high pages is a completely transactional platform. We're advertising your business, right? So while anyone that comes through is seeing your brand, your business, and we work on behalf of your business, right? So when we're selling yourself, we're selling our business for you. So and once we book it, no one else is getting that appointment, right? This is your own marketing. This is your own inquiries. So rather than going through a high pages where really they just want a price, they just want a quote. Give me a quote. I'm going the cheapest quote most of the time, right? Because it's what the high pages platform is. So
and I noticed on the high pages, whoever look at the high pages, mainly they look for cheap quotes.
Yeah.
Because that's why they're getting about 3, and one of the customers told me that's I'm number 5 from the high pages, which is the high pages claim that only they send the 3, or they send it to 3 tradies only. They send the lead, which is then up being sent to me, and I was number 5.
Mate, I used High Pages for a pergola because I just didn't have the time to do it, and I was just like, you know what, I'm going to use High Pages just to sort of see what, like from a user standpoint, just to see what it's like. And I put a job ad out, and I would have got probably 15 inquiries. Hey, I'll send you a quote. And then even after I finished the job, I was still getting inquiries. So people were still accepting my job as it was still active when it wasn't. So you can imagine,
Yeah,
nearly 20 people inquire or call me or, hey, I'll send a quote. You know, that's what it's like. So it's pretty crazy. You know, that's what you pay for. So, yeah, it's just a completely that's just what it is.
Now, in terms, that's the other question I was going to ask you. I think we discussed it through High Pages. Like when this leads comes generated, and let's say maybe you got 10 tradies or whatever. How do you send it their area or to the tradies? How do you manage to send it to who, or how many to send to each tradie, like doing the same job?
So if you're as I mentioned, like this is exclusive. So we're advertising your business, no one else.
Okay. So and he will go to this ad specific for, let's say, Waleed's or ITM bathrooms, ITM construction.
Yep.
That's okay.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. So it's
all that comes to this page, it's going to be directed, or the software directed automatically to Waleed or ITM construction whatever structured page or okay.
Yeah. So we would advertise your business here. So on a Facebook ad, the same way you found Tradies AI it was on an ad. They come through to that CRM that we just went through, and then our team will call ITM Construction. Hi, this is Jason from ITM Construction. Saw you inquire for a bathroom renovation. Can you tell me a little bit more? XYZ, 10-minute call. All right, I'm going to book you in with our owner, Waleed. He's going to come out to site on Saturday at 9 a.m. Waleed will be there. All right, bang, that's in your calendar. Waleed, just confirming, I've just booked an appointment for you with Jason. He wants a bathroom renovation done for $30,000 to $35,000. This is some information about the client. Please have a look at the CRM. You're out to site on Sunday or Saturday at 9 a.m. Good luck. Post the quote. I'll then help you follow up and help close that quote as well. You know, so it's a bit of a process that we follow, which we'll go through when we onboard, and we'll show you that a bit more detail. But yeah, just on the front end, that's what it would look like. We're booking you on site, you're going to site, but no one else is getting that inquiry. This is solely exclusive.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah. All right,
cool.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Now, I just thought I'd put this in because look, where you're at right now, you've not done marketing, and you're currently not doing marketing, and a lot of the stuff you mentioned before, you're relying on word of mouth and referrals. You know, and that can sometimes dry up pretty quickly. And you know, for us as Tradies AI and our business, when we started, no one knew who we were. So the only way that we could get in front of people was to pay for it. So you know, we paid for marketing, and we were able to get in front of customers, and then that become leads for us, and that become an opportunity for us to then quote our service, and then we're able to close deals, and we're able to get testimonials and reviews, and then that become referrals. And Charlie, you know, send us 3 or 4 referrals a week. Milan sends us 3 or 4 referrals a week. Our clients work for us now, and also our staff work for us, and also my family work for me, because they're sending me referrals and businesses that I can work with because they're seeing our brand. And that really becomes, and it's all driven through paid marketing, right? And for you as a business, mate, like you're here for a reason, because, you know, you need to get to the next level. You need to get consistent work for your son, for your boys, for, you know, we just spoke about it. And the only way to really consistently do that is pay for it. And you've got to pay for marketing, and that's just a reality. But what comes from that is referrals. And when the referral network is dry, you up your marketing. And when you're busy, you can turn down your marketing. You've got control in your business. So that's what we're trying to do here. It's what our business really revolves around. And you know, the power of marketing is that. So Yeah, again, that's I thought a really important slide just to highlight. Account management, you get an account manager dedicated to your account. We've got 3 at the moment, potentially about to be 4, which is exciting. But yeah, they're your person in the relationship. They do your ads, they do your content. They're the ones managing the health of your relationship. So again, you'll be assigned one of the guys moving forward. But they're, as I said, they're your person. Again, all Australian based. We're not sending this overseas, all onshore, which is a really important part of our business. And then sort of just lastly, in terms of onboarding, so we have a 3-week onboarding period, my leads. So from here, we'll book in a CEO call or strategy call with myself. There we'll go through like a brand audit, so like a social media brand audit, and your current setup online, what it looks like, what your brand is, etc., and then give you implementation and help you sort of really structure that before we go live. So whether that be content or reviews, testimonials. We have a branding call. We get access to your Facebook, Instagram content. Ads are sent for approval within 2 weeks. There's an internal sales and CRM training we get you to go through. There's quoting templates and the like in there. You have your first one-on-one business coaching call with our head business coach as a part of the onboarding period. And then ongoing as well. So our business coaching arm, there's one-on-ones weekly. There's also dedicated workshops as well that you can attend. So and the rest of your team. It's not obviously limited to yourself, well leads. So again, there's an opportunity there. And then in terms of going live, we have a pre-launch call the day before we go live on a Friday. We go live day 21. So from here, I have a look at the calendar. We would go live on the 15th of December. So our team will work. They're going to work all the way through the break. So the whole goal of our business and our appointment team over the next 3 weeks is to really sort of set things up in a sense where we're setting you up for January. So we'll book your appointments basically leading into January, so you're coming in with a full book. Are you going away at all, Waleed, over the break, or are you taking time off? What's your sort of scenario at this point?
No, just the time off when everything's shut, let's say. Just the normal 2 to 3 days in the Christmas and maybe 2-3 days on the New Year's, that's all.
Yeah, it's the same as us. So, we're in the same.
Can't afford them, mate.
Well, that's it. Funny enough, we went through a workshop on the weekend, and we're going through like market analysis and things like that. And in 2024, the construction or the renovation industry in Australia, they did $3 billion in renovation deals. In December, $1 billion worth of work was done in December alone, out of the $3 billion in the entirety of the year, like the other 11 months, right? So the perception in the market is, it's quiet. There's no work. It's actually false. It is the busiest time of the year. So if you can work through, you'll take advantage pretty quickly. And it's a really important time for trade businesses, which a lot of the time they don't take advantage of.
You can't predict. Like before I stopped, which is I've done a job. One job got us busy sort of like 6 months.
Yeah.
Was a big renovation job. You can't tell what's the market like, what's gonna come, or like I start with this job only a bathroom renovation, which is the downstairs bathroom renovation. The guy wants he's about 86 years old.
Well,
old man. He wants to sell the house. His wife passed away and he wants to sell the house.
Yeah.
We start the bathroom. He saw the way we work. He said, look, I like you. I will tell you now my story. I want to renovate the whole house. He's got bathroom and a toilet and a kitchen and the whole flooring, the stairs, the whole thing. Even the swimming pool with the, what you call a new glass balustrade around it for him. Yeah, we done the whole house, really. It's almost $400,000 project now.
Yes.
From bathroom renovation was a quote him $22,000.
Wow. And it happens all the time, right? It does. And you're right.
You don't know what's going to happen. how it turns out.
You don't. But again, like, yeah, in reality is like you've got control if you know you're doing your own marketing, right, or you've got someone doing it. So, but yeah, I just found that fascinating. It's December. You always hear in the markets, oh, it's quiet, it's quiet, it's quiet. It's the busiest month of the year. So, because everyone wants everything done and no one works. It's crazy. So that's anyway. That's it.
It gets quieter. I know that it gets quieter after, let's say, the 15th or whatever, because everything will be shut. You can't get material. That's the main thing. It takes longer to finish the job rather than, it's not that there is no work. There is work, but during this time will take longer to finish because the trade, some of the subcontractor or the trade is away, material closed down. You can't get them on time. It takes longer to finish. That's all.
I respect that, and I agree with that. But again, that's sort of where you set your business up, and you make sure you got things in place and plans in place to make sure that you can work through, right? So I respect that, though. I understand that. Cool. Well, look, happy for me to present. Happy for me to go through pricing, mate.
Yes, please, Jason.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, what I'll show you, and I wanted to actually show you tier 3. This is not where we're at right now. And I'll explain to you sort of what's involved with this, but this is going to be the next step for your business within Tradies AI. You know, it's a sort of top tier package. Now, I'm not, again, I think we're probably 12 months away from this, but at the same time, what's available and what we can actually do here. And, you know, effectively tier 3 is a package where, you know, we don't only do the marketing for you. So, you know, we introduced, obviously, what we just went through, Facebook, Instagram ads. We also introduced Google and SEO. We offer a free website in this package. We also offer monthly content shoots. We also offer a full-time sales specialist to come into your business, right? So you can obviously see the price point, you know, ad spend, you know, we're talking, you know, $8,000 to sort of, you know, $8,000 to $12,000 a month on ad spend, right? So quite a high level tier. But at the same time, like I guess the complexities of this tier and what this would do for a business, like we've got probably about 5 to 10% of our clients in this tier. But at the same time, that's going to be what we look to do. Organic is all covered. Like it is a full marketing solution that we sort of take over for your business, right? So that's what's going to be next. And again, 12 months, 24 months down the line, whatever it is, right? That is what we're going to be working toward here within our business. Okay. So I just wanted to sort of share that firstly. But again, what I mentioned before, where we're going to start, and what I want to sort of present is tier 2. So the guarantee for tier 2, we're going to guarantee 10 on-site quotes a month, for tier 2. So $100 a day on ad spend. What we charge, so there's always 2 options. It's a 4-month contract. 3 weeks of that's onboarding. 13 weeks of that is advertising. What we charge is $4,000 per month for our service. Or you can pay that up front. You get a free month if you do that. It's a $12,000 investment for 4 months. And then in terms of the appointments, every time we book an on-site appointment and you see a physical quote, we charge $200. So that's how we move forward, and that's sort of the guarantee that we have. So we're talking bathroom renovations here. All right, we're talking anywhere in the realm of, you know, $750 to sort of $1.5 million worth of quotes in a 13-week period. That's our guarantee here. So, that's sort of how we move forward. How does that sort of look, mate? Is that sort of something you're comfortable with?
The $4,000 a month, you say?
Or you can pay it in full for $12,000. So you save $4,000 if you paid in full.
It's 4 months.
4 months, 12,000.
And like sort of a contract for 4 months.
Correct. Yeah, correct. So it's just a trial period. You know, so yeah, 13 weeks of advertising is in that first contract.
And you reckon, let's say in a month, how many leads and how many do you think it quotes?
So we guarantee a minimum of 10 a month. But that's a minimum guarantee. So
10 quotes or 10 leads?
10 quotes, on-site quotes, qualified on-site quotes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a minimum. So look, I would sort of envision anywhere from 10 to 15 on-site quotes a month is what we would deliver.
Okay.
Yeah, and we're talking full bathroom renovations, full kitchen, full home renovations. Well, not kitchen, excuse me, laundry, bathroom, full home renovations.
Home renovation.
Yeah. Is that how does that look? Like, is that something you're comfortable with? Like, given the value that we're providing, given what we just went through, obviously what we presented, do you feel that's a value? I'd love to hear your feedback on it. Everything we just went through, like as long as you sort of fully understand what's involved, like everything's included here.
Sorry, yeah.
No, I was just going to say, like everything is included. You know, the coaching element, labor hiring, systems, content, everything. Like it's all as a part of the price. It's all sort of built in. So
If you look at it like from if you're gonna hire people to do it,
yeah,
okay, that's $1,000 a week, which is it's not much, really, Jason.
Yeah.
But for me, I want to work out if I can manage that.
Okay.
If we, let's say, from week 1 or first month, we get jobs, that's nothing. It's not much.
Yeah.
But the problem, if we spend it, I'm gonna spend it from my pocket all the time, and there is no jobs being done, that's when it's become a problem for me.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's say if I spend this money, this $4,000 a month, if I get, let's say, the start, it's 2 jobs a month. That shouldn't be a problem as well.
Yep. And that would be a KPI. Yeah.
Well, that will be okay.
Yep.
Okay. Everyone covered. You, me, the workers, everyone.
Yep.
But if we can't get work, that's a problem. Now, with this 4 months, you reckon there is a guarantee, from your experience, there is a guarantee work?
Absolutely. So, look, reality is here, Wally, like this is an investment and a risk for your business. It always is. No investment is without risk. What we effectively have in our back pocket here, mate, is 7 years of experience, is 63 5-star Google reviews on Google, and testimonials that I've just shown you that you've seen. That's all I can offer you today. Coupled with that is guaranteed 30 on-site quotes in a 13-week period. That's our guarantee. So we're talking $1.5 million of opportunity to sell work. That's as much as I can give you without selling the product for you, which is almost going to be there. And that's probably the next step for our business, is to sell the product for you. But right now I can't. So I can get you to the point where we've qualified the customer, you're on site, you're in front of the customer. I've got a $30K budget for a bathroom. Quote me.
All right. What's the average? That's the second question. What's the average bathroom quote now?
I would say the average would probably be around, like if we're talking a mid-sized bathroom, 25 to 30K.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I was expecting. All right, Jason, we'll try. We'll go ahead with it.
Okay.
Okay. But now, after the first month, if let's say, you think I will like it, or I will be 50-50, what do you think?
What do you mean with
the results? Right.
Well, again, it's 13 weeks. Our guarantees are over a 13-week period. So it's a 4-month term. We're going to guarantee 30 on-site quotes in the first 4 months. So $1.5 million of quotes in 4 months. Right. The first month, 3 weeks of that's onboarding. So, you get a week of advertising that first month. You just got to commit to 4 months, right? That's just the reality. I'm happy to put things in place as a part of the contract. Like, okay, let's review at the end of the second month of advertising. How are you feeling, Waleed? What's your feedback? Let's make sure we're winning work, all that sort of stuff. Happy to put little things like that in place, but it is a 13-week period that we need to guarantee this work. So, we'll work with you to make sure we're closing work, make sure you're quoting correctly, all those sort of things as a part of this, mate. We're going to be here with our coaches, myself. We're going to be pretty involved, particularly early on. This is something that's new, mate. So I want you to understand that, but Yeah, happy to put things like that in place to just sort of just pulse check where you're at.
As long as I will get work from the first month.
Say that again, mate.
As long I will get like jobs booked in the first month.
Yeah. So as soon as we go live, there'll be quotes booked, right? So typically it takes us probably a 3-day, probably in the first 48 hours, we'll be working through the leads. And then within sort of day 3 to 5, you'll have jobs ready to go on quote.
Okay. And which area are we going to cover? I told the Blacktown Council area, but I'm happy to go sort of like Sydney wide. That's what I used to do. I used to travel about 50 to 60 Ks or sometimes more even.
Yep.
Depends on the customer, because I used to get like repeat customers or referral. Let's say someone in the north, someone in about close to the further, about an hour travel from north.
So as a part of so when we go
Southern, let's say.
So what we'll do, so as a part of, so what I'll do from here is I'll book our onboarding sort of calls now, but you'll meet with Daryl, who heads our appointment team. So Daryl will effectively sort of take you through, okay, well, what's your ideal customer? Okay, I only want bathroom renovations. I don't want to see a job less than 20 kilometers or 30 kilometers where I'm currently situated, and we'll get that location for you and with you. So our appointment team, when a lead comes through, when we qualify, we'll obviously go through locations and we'll make sure it's in your service area. Does that make sense? So we'll get that as a part before we go live. We'll get your location, typical customer, before we book an appointment.
Okay, because are you familiar with the Blacktown Council, the Blacktown area?
Yep.
Okay. Now, let's say if we go to Sydney further, which is the customer pays more.
Yep.
Okay. What do you think? Should we target another area rather than Blacktown? I don't mind to travel as long as there is a good money in it.
Yeah, for sure. And we'll again, we can be flexible. We can always start broad, and then we can always tighten it. Again, we can be flexible with that as we move forward. So, yeah, again, it'll all be sort of, we'll go through that as a part of the onboarding. When you meet Daryl, like, we'll go through all that, make sure you're comfortable with where we're going to target, where we're going to book the appointments. Like, that'll all be, sort of outlined as a part of the next couple of weeks.
Yeah. And with this advertising, it's sort of like a landing page. It's not like a website. You do just for the business people to contact.
Yeah, so we use it like it's called a Facebook lead form. So if you remember when you seen our ad, you would have filled out your details like lead, name, number, email, whatever, and then it goes through to the CRM that we implement to your business, and then we take that on and call through the CRM and qualify through that platform. So we don't use a landing page for these guys to come through, but what we do use is our CRM and automations and things like that to qualify the customer, which we just went through. So but we can send them to. I know you've got a website that I don't think there's. I think it's been built. I think, is that right? Your
website built. It's more like a business card more than anything.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what it is. Yeah, and we can play around with that as well. If you want us to have a look at that, we can help you sort of set that up correctly as well. So,
all right,
cool. Now, just to confirm, do you want to do month to month? Do you want to do a pay in full to save the $4,000? Wally, like, which way did you want to go?
No, I will do it month to month, even a week to week if we can.
Can't do week to week, but obviously the 4 months over a month to month period I can do. So I can set that.
No, leave it please for month to month. Sort of
month?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Cool. No worries.
At least if we get a job, the job will pay for the second month.
All right. 1 sec. I'm just going to set this up. All right.
But you reckon for sure we'll get work in the first month?
Again, I can't guarantee in the first month. All I can guarantee, as I said, in the first month, Waleed, it's 3 weeks of onboarding. So you're paying for an onboarding month. So if you pay the 4 months in full, you get this month for free. So there's only 1 week of advertising in month 1.
No, we don't have the money now. We've got something else to look after, man.
That's fine. We can look at that. That's fine. But as I said, I'm happy to put things in place. So, okay, give us 5 weeks of advertising. All right, at the start of month or the middle of the contract, month 2, let's see where we're at. As I said, when we go live, 3 days, we should be booking on-site quotes. At day 5, you'll have an opportunity to quote a job, right? That's typically what we see. Within 48 hours to 72 hours, you're at the site, you're quoting work, right? So it's then all about, okay, how efficient are we with quoting? How quickly can we get the quote back? How quickly can we follow up? Like the opportunity that you're going to have immediately is going to be there. Are you going to get a job in month 1? Again, it's a week of advertising. So I would sort of envision within the first 2 to 3 weeks of going live, there'll be work there.
All right, we'll give it a go.
All right, mate. Let's get into it. Okay, so what I have said, just quickly as well, Wale, do you have an accounts email that you want me to use, mate, or are you happy for me to use the wale.assad@itnconstruction.com.au for like remittance and invoicing and things like that?
Oh yeah, use this one. It's better to use this one. Yeah.
Okay, cool, done. No worries at all. All right.
I've got the other one, waleed.assad@itnconstruction, but
Yep.
use the big bond one.
Cool, done. All right, easy, mate. Done, no problem. Now we can do. We typically take a card method to process, which should be month 1, so $4,000 plus GST. So, mate, if I could grab that, I'll process that. I'll also book a strategy call, which will happen this week, which I'll get from you as well. But yeah, once I grab that, I'll book the remaining in from there.
1 second, I'll do that.
Cool, man. Sounds good.
Yeah, say that's the one. Yeah, I'm back.
No worries, man.
Yeah, Jason, what do you want to know?
Mate, I'll just a card number. We can do Amex. We can also do Visa, MasterCard.
It's a MasterCard.
That's fine. Go for it, mate.
5327
5327
8033.
Yep.
Well, maybe. Do you guys send an invoice? I'll pay the invoice.
Well, it'll be sent straight after this, so send a remittance straight to your email.
Now, if let's say I might use an account actually rather than use a MasterCard.
We just can't do direct debit. We just don't do direct debit. We just take, because it's done through Stripe. So we use Stripe for all of our invoicing and payment processing and things like that. So we can't actually do like a direct transfer, just because we use this platform. It's all secure and all that sort of stuff. It's just an automatic sort of billing system.
Okay, just what I was gonna do. No, okay. We'll use the same one. What are we up to with the card?
8033
1061
1061
3395
3395 and expiry
02
02
27
27 and then CVC
856.
856. Okay. Done. Now, so the remittance to be sent directly straight to your inbox. I'll also, as well, before we finish up here, a sec. Now, in terms of the strategy call, so the strategy call here, when are you best available? Are you free at all? I'm out on Friday, but I can do potentially tomorrow or Thursday, and this will be probably half an hour at max.
Is it a call or it's gonna be I have to be sitting in front of the computer or mobile or?
Yeah. Look, ideally,
Is it the call like
it,
what we're doing now or just a phone call?
yeah, it'll be similar to this. Yeah. it'd be similar.
Yeah. If it's not, you can call me anytime. But if it's this, I have to organize to be,
Yeah, well, yeah, if we can. And look, 20 minutes. You can also do it on your phone as well.
Yeah, mate, do it on anytime you want. Doesn't matter. We'll see how we go.
All right. Could we do 9 a.m. tomorrow? Like sort of this time tomorrow? Would that work? Or no?
9. What's tomorrow? Wednesday. Yeah, we'll do it same time.
Same time tomorrow works. Okay, done. No worries. Cool. I'll book this in. So post this. Well, I'm going to sort of fill out my sort of onboarding form. You'll basically from here get a welcome to the team email. So it'll just outline sort of next stages of the process. We'll also outline from our side sort of a couple of steps. So there's an onboarding form from your side. It'll take you 5 or 10 minutes to fill out. There's also a Google Drive. So again, if you have any content or any sort of previous projects you've done, mate, if you could put that in there, that'd be great. And then, tomorrow we'll go through a little bit more in detail, sort of the next phase of the next couple of weeks. And then, we'll be looking to sort of get live that sort of week starting the 15th. Obviously, with coming into Christmas, we'll try and sort of speed that process up as quickly as we can. And we'll confirm if we can go live a little bit earlier, which we'll try to. But outside of that, mate, we'll be on tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. So I'll do everything from my side now. Mate, we'll get into it. Also, actually, before we do finish up, there's a WhatsApp group that will get you to jump into. So do you have WhatsApp on your phone?
I have WhatsApp. Yeah.
Beautiful. So we'll set you up in a WhatsApp group. That'll be sort of set up. Probably today, just given the fact that it's so early in the morning. So we'll set that up, and then everyone will be in that chat as well. Sort of obviously account managers, myself, and your appointment team. Everyone within the relationship will be in there. So outside of that, mate, I really appreciate the opportunity, and I'm really excited to get this thing going, man, for you. So
okay. Yeah. And, you said you sent an email?
Yeah, so I've just got to do my onboarding sort of tasks now. So it'll take me probably 5 or 10 minutes. You'll get an email, contracts, all that sort of stuff will be sent to you in the next 10 minutes.
If this work, I'll get you to do. A friend of mine, he's a builder, but we were thinking to do sort of like extensions.
Yes, absolutely, we can do that. Yep.
For him. And do you know the cool room panels?
Is it a business? Or do you mean the actual product?
No, do you know the cool room?
Yeah, I do.
Cool room, the panel.
Yes.
We're looking to start doing sort of like sheds and extensions using these panels. Just think about it and think if you want to search it and let us know what do you think. It's going to be a different name, business name.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, mate, happy to chat through that. We work with a lot of builders that do like sustainable living or sustainable homes and the way they build. So we've got a lot of experience. We've got a touch of experience in the space. So yeah, that sort of out of the box type of build is something we do. So.
All right. No worries. All right.
Cool.
We'll chat tomorrow. Yeah.
Sounds good, mate. I'll see you in the morning. But appreciate really giving us an opportunity here,
no
mate.
worries.
Done.
Thank you. Take
care.
care.
Thanks, mate. You too.